Hello guys, I'm Blood Bowl 3 and we've had an update and thank fuck for that. Thank you Cyanide, thank you devs. This is the state of the game should have been released in, and quite possibly better than this, including more teams, but I've got to give you a big thank you for making these changes. I obviously released a video on just the state of the game and the fact that we're enjoying it. A lot of things hadn't been fixed, and you've done that, and thank you, thank you, thank you, is all I can say, for putting the game in a better state. I feel like I might be able to put a little bit into this game now. It still needs a lot more work, and I'm sure that will come. I hope it does. At the moment, there's still not much that you can do in respect of your gaming. I'll go into that shortly, but the big thing I want to cover is teams and customization, which they finally managed to sort out. I tried to look at the information for this update on the PS5, and I couldn't. I can't find a way to bring it to you. Maybe you can drop me a comment as to what else they might have done that I might miss in this particular video in respect of the update. I'm sure you can find that information out somewhere. But I'm not going to cover gameplay. I think I'll do the gameplay in another video. I'll have a game or two online, I think, and just see if that's improved in any way, shape or form from when the last multiplayer game. But going on about the customizations, I purchased the Brutal Edition, and the upgrades for my Blackheart team in that Brutal Edition disappeared, even though I put them on the team very early on that I didn't actually play, and next time I logged on they disappeared. Well, they're back now, but more than that, they've upgraded what you can do, which is what I want to cover. So I'm going to go to that team first and foremost, which was Band of Gobbles, my Blackheart team, and I'm going to open them up. And I've done the upgrades. I've put a bit of time in to see what you can and can't do. So I've got a bit more of an idea. That I could give you a bit more of an idea of what you can expect with the customization now. And your whole team now can more or less gain the upgrades that you've purchased from the Brutal Edition. So your Black Orcs, if I click on my first Black Orc, you can see here that he's got an upgraded helmet, he's got an upgraded left and right shoulder pad, an upgraded right arm, and I think I've missed off the body customization. So I'll go on to that, and as you can see now, your basic and this customization that I purchased through the Brutal Edition, which has a blue colour code compared to the green ones, I can equip to this Black Orc, and I can keep. And all of these customizations for his head, right shoulder, left shoulder, right arm, I'll go into the left arm shortly, and body can be equipped to this type of player. You'll never lose them. You can see it's unlimited. It's got the unlimited logo. So every time you purchase now, say for instance I wanted to purchase this body armour for this Black Orc, It cost me 75 warpstone, but that would be reusable, not just for this team or this player, but for any other future Black Hawk teams that you decide you're going to create. So that's one massive step forward. They've sorted that out. We'll just back up now and we'll go to this player below just to cover something. And this again's in the customization. You can see his left arm is glowing and it's got this sort of, I don't know what you want to call that, but his left arm is basically this. Now you can only equip this, and I'm guessing this is a legendary upgrade, but you can only equip this to one player and one player only. So maybe if this guy dies, you'll get one of one again. But up till now, I've equipped it to this guy for no particular reason, but he's the only one that can have that upgrade. The rest of them will all have to roll with the basic, or I'd have to spend 75 warpstone to upgrade to either the Flesh Eater and Tough. Now, I'm guessing they're going to bring out a lot more of these kind of leveled. It's just going to go crazy in respect to customization, but I hope they keep it to a reasonable level. I hope they don't expect players to be spending ridiculous amounts of cash on these upgrades. I hope, they're bringing some free ones, or you can gain free ones through playing the game. Anyway, it's a big step forward, as I said before. A troll now has got all his upgrades back. As soon as there's only one of these players, he's got all six upgrades. But now you can obviously put the upgrades that you purchase on every single player, bar the left arm. So the troll at first was the only one that could get all his upgrades. Now I can put it through the entire team. And the same goes for the goblins. All my goblins now can get the upgrades, bar the left arm, which can only go on one of those players. I don't mind that. That's cool. I like the fact that one of these players only gets that. And it's a nice touch. I wish it was there from the start. I don't mind all the others having basic, or me maybe purchasing through the warpstone that I gained purchasing the game, making, say for instance, this goblin on customization on his left arm, spending an extra 75 just to make his left arm look like that, slightly different. Alright, it's not glowing, but it's pretty cool. I like it. So just for the sake of it, we'll purchase that, we'll equip it to that player. And now you see, I can equip that, and that is there, it's unlimited. This can go across the board on all the goblins that do not have the special arm. So that's a big improvement. It's a massive improvement on respect of the upgrades that are gained for free. Well, not for free, but for by purchasing the Brutal Edition. That Black Hawk team now is something that looks different to a lot of players will. I can change my goblins so that they have either the glowing arm or the upgraded arm. So we'll do that quickly now. We'll go over upgrades, and there you can see, go to the left arm. This goblin also can have that. this goblin at the bottom, customization, left arm, can also have that. If you create another goblin, not goblin, but Black Orc team, then that goblin can also have that upgrade. Next, I want to go over in customization a team that I modified. Just an experienced team that I played the AI with, gained some skills on. And I did purchase some upgrades for this team via the by using the Warpstone. And I'm happy to say this has been fixed also. I'm extremely happy that they've done this, so you can make your team look different. You can personalise your team. I won't mind actually now putting players, customising my team, and putting names on the players, because what I've got now is a player that I've put a body customization on, and I've also put a head customization on. So now I've got a choice of three head customizations for the big uns for my standard Orc team. So I can put any of these on my 4 big uns, and I can also do the basic or purchase. See the little icon there that looks a bit like Stonehenge? I'm not sure what it's representing, but it means I can purchase for 75 this armour upgrade for this big unit, and it'd be there to keep. So they're going to add more of these, so it's worth keeping your Warpstone. See what they add in. Again, you can see there's a basic and there's 2 options on the right arm. You've got your basic and you've got your butcher. So I can add, if I want to, the butcher now onto these bigger units. And I have to say that does look pretty sick. Go to the left arm, and you've got your basic and 2 that you can purchase, and then you go to your body. As you can see, you've got your basic and you've got the one that I purchased originally that gives this fur effect on the armour, and changes it from just this kind of, it's okay, but this is better. And then you've got the option here to purchase another armour. So you can customise these players a lot better now, and you can do this. I mean, it makes such a difference, doesn't it, that you can make the players look slightly different. What I will say is, I mean, I've done some on the blitzers as well. I've done one on the thrower, and you've got your lineman, your basic standard Orc lineman there. I don't think I've done anything with. I may have done something with the goblin. The other thing I want to cover, really, I mean, that's a big step forward, as I said before, is your Imperial Mobility team, which I also got the upgrades for. So if you did buy the Brutal Edition, you can expect to see these upgrades now, and you can gain 2 blitzers on this team. And you can see this blitzer in particular has got the, like the Black Orcs had the upgrade to the left arm, the Imperial Mobility have got this special legendary upgrade to the helmets. So this is going to change team by team. Some teams are going to get these legendary on maybe body armors, some are going to get, but it's only going to be able to be equipped by 1 player. But that in itself, I don't mind. We go to the other Blitzer. I can put all the upgraded, all the customizations that the other Blitzer got onto him, other than this legendary upgrade. But however, I can upgrade his appearance. So not all the Blitzers are going to have this grey beard. Not all the Blitzers are going to have this legendary edition. But if you do want your Blitzers or your lineman or any other player in that respect to look slightly different than the others, you will have to purchase that upgrade. But it's not just upgrading its face, it's upgrading it, his appearance on his face, it's upgrading the style of his helmet, which I think is, it's not bad. It's not, I mean, if they come up with things that look as cool as this, we'll go into that. We will go into that, and we may use some of the warpstone on those things. The other thing is the ogre gets all of his upgrades, including the legendary type helmet face effect, which doesn't really float my boat, if I've got to be honest. I will have to be honest with you. I mean, I'll try always to be honest with you when I'm reviewing this game. I give credit where it's due, and I think they do deserve that now. The only other thing is the thrower I noticed on customization. You don't get anything with the Brutal Edition, so you can't upgrade any of these items. Oh, I've come out of there by mistake. My apologies. So your thrower, you'd have to purchase upgrades for using your warpstone, and the same goes to your bodyguards. However, your linemen, your bog standard linemen, all do come with the extra customizations, including the legendary helmet. So one guy gets his helmet, and then the other guy, I beg your pardon, the other guys, if we just go to that, you can see they've got exactly the same upgrades for the body, left, right arm, left, right shoulder, apart from the face. But again, as I covered before, you can pay so that they look slightly different, and I don't think that's terrible. I don't think you're gonna be able to use this on all your future Imperial Nobility teams, so it might be worth. It's one of them. If you want to put money into this, I'm not going to be putting 40 quid into buying Warpstone to customise my teams. I'm hoping that they bring stuff out. I'm sure they are going to try and rinse us for customisation items. There's so many teams come out, and you can imagine the amount of customizations you're going to be able to purchase per team when they get this game to be to the end game state. A player's really going to want to put money into that. Personal preference, isn't it? It's personal preference. I can't tell you to do it or not to do it. I know what I'm going to do in respect of that in the future. So there we go, there's your customisation. I covered as much as I can on there, showed you the improvements they've made on this patch. They are good improvements. It's a step forward. The other thing I want to cover quickly in respect of where we stand now is through quick season match, and I created about 8 teams in the pre-season tournament, and look on there now, there's none. So the whole game's been reset. So if you come to play pre-season friendly now with any of the teams that you have been using, you go to register a team, they're no longer available. If they played games or you registered them in that league, they are no longer available. And the teams that you registered in that league that didn't even play a game are also no longer available to register in a pre-season tournament, even though I didn't even use them or customise them in any way, shape or form. They are no longer available for a fresh pre-season tournament. So you'd have to recreate these teams, recreate the customisation of these teams, if you have done that, and start afresh. There's nothing currently available for any of your, say, teams that you've advanced. So this Nurgle team that I was playing in the pre-season tournament that I got, quite far with, quite a number of games with, started to get frustrated with slightly in respect of bugs and other things, as I've covered in previous videos. I can't really enter them into anything now, which is a shame, but that might come with time. So I've got a number of teams now that I can enter into that league. So what I'm going to do now is click on them, register a team, confirm that they're in that league, and now I can search for an opponent. However, if I go over teams list, I'm still not really getting any information. Registered teams, it says 0. Oh no, that's not true. So you can see there's 93 teams now been registered in this new league, where it was about 2,600 plus when I finished on the last pre-season tournament. So a lot of the player base, a lot of the players that you're going to be coming against to play disappeared. They're not registered into this new pre-season quick match. So that's an issue. All those teams that were registered that didn't gain any experience can't join this now either. So that's something that I think the devs have got to look at seriously. You can't be expected to do this every time that there's a patch and lose those teams that you've gained experience on, or that haven't even played a game that you've just created and added to a tournament. You can't just expect players to recreate them and go from scratch over and over. There's no kind of ladder, there's no kind of league for experienced teams to enter. So you can't even carry on with those teams that you're having a bit of fun with, that have gained experience and skills. There's nothing for you either in play. Friendly match, maybe you can play a friendly match, but you're not going to be enjoying that. You're not going to be gaining any more SPP through doing that. Competitions again is weak, and there's so many pages of it. I've been over this, there's no changes to that. It's still very weak. And then if you go through your top menus, you can see the upgrades in the shop. I'll show you this quickly. Head upgrades. are all filled in now. There's no blank spaces. As you can see, they all cost in the region of 75, apart from these legendary that are 750 to purchase. Now that's a lot of warpstone, isn't it, just to gain that? And you're gaining it, don't forget, for one player. These are just one single player upgrades. You cannot put this on, say, 2 Black Hawk teams. It's only going to be available for one of those 2. And you can't put this on, say, more than one player. So if you had 6 Black Hawks and one of them had this, say, legendary upgrade available throughout that team, only one of those Black Hawks will get that. So you can see that through the arm modifications as well. So only one of these arm modifications is available on the Troll, one on the Black Hawk, one on the Goblin, and the rest costs you 75. So you can see that there through the shop. You gain in one of these not that great items, but for 750 warpstone and for only one player, it's not there, is it? It's not quite there yet. That's got to improve. The last thing quickly is a community, and I guess this is where you're going to find a lot. I'm hoping there's a lot of links. There's a lot of links to your big streamers come available on this as well, and links to, you know, your Twitch, Discord, all those type of things. Patreon for maybe some big streamers. Hopefully this comes available through this page. But as you can see, played leagues hasn't changed, managed leagues, other leagues. Again, just considering there's such a big community, but there's not a cross-platform availability on this game yet. It's 114 pages of gobbledygook. Big Mac, Big Bash has no competitions. He's got one, he's got one. Are we going to scroll through pages of this stuff and hope that it's something you can join with experienced teams or something that's worthwhile? We're not, are we? You're not going to be doing that. So you're just sticking to pre-season quick match. As I said earlier, I'll go through the gameplay in another video. I think the game deserves that. I hope it deserves that. I hope they've made some big changes on the interface and certain aspects of the gameplay. But we'll get into that in the next video. In the meantime, guys, thanks for listening. Hope you got to the end. Leave a like or a dislike, leave comments, and hopefully I'll bring you a few more videos. I was ready to quit the game. I hold my hands up in that respect. But I saw this patch, thought it was worth a try. I'll give the gameplay a try. I don't think there's that much that's improved, but the customization of the teams is certainly made the game look a little more enjoyable and giving you a little more to grasp onto, to hold on to, and see what they're doing, the way they're going. And take care, peace out, and chill. Bye, guys.